So after this we are going to perform the delete method. Okay, so delete method is very easy. You just need to say that we were getting the user with an ID. Similarly, we would be deleting a user with that specific ID, so that we know that yeah, I want to delete this user. Okay, so delete method, and I would just pass that ID which I want to delete. Now I would simply say get all the users, get that specific ID, then I want to just filter out that. Okay, so I would just simply say I want to delete, right? I want to delete. So I would just say, first of all, find the index. So find the index of the user which I want to delete from the complete users array. Okay, now if I guys, first of all, I found the specific index. That means if suppose the ID was 3, ID was 3, so what's the index of ID 3? So you can see this is the 0th index, this is the index value 1. So automatically I would get 1 here. Okay, I would get the 1 here. Okay, actually I must write it like user index. Okay, so we first of all found the index of the user which I want to delete. Then I would just say that if we didn't find the index, so if I just say user index equals 1, that means if we didn't find the index, that means the ID didn't exist, so we would simply say user not found. Okay, that means the ID which you provided, which you want to delete, I didn't find that user with that specific ID, so I would simply send this. But if I found that specific ID into my database, what I would do is I would simply say users, complete array of users, and then I would simply splice, okay, I would simply splice that specific index. After that I just want to remove one object, find the specific index and remove one object. That means from the whole array I would find the specific index and remove that single object. That means from the whole array I just removed the specific object. That means my users is modified. Then I would again write data. That means from the old arrays, from the old array I have removed one single object, and again I have written so that the old data is replaced with the new array. Okay, old array is replaced with the new array. Now once I got this, I would simply say res.send user deleted successfully. Okay, so for example I am providing here a delete method, and suppose I want to delete a user with ID 3. Let's see what happens. So you can see user deleted successfully. If you come here and if I show you, you can see that the user with ID is actually gone. Okay, it was after 2, so you can see the user with ID is gone. Okay, suppose I want to delete the user with ID this. Okay, so the user with name Virajan, I want to delete this. Okay, so I would just provide the ID. If I click on send, so you can see user deleted successfully. Now if I again try to delete this, what would happen? User not found, because we already deleted. That means the ID with this now doesn't exist. User with this ID doesn't exist. So the next time if you try to delete, you won't be able to find that. So obviously you would be getting user not found. Okay guys, so I hope you understood how we can perform the delete operation. Now one more important operation is the update operation. Okay, so update operation is very easy. Like if you first of all find that user, okay, you just find that specific user. Okay, find that specific user. So for that we actually use patch operation here. So for updating the user, we first of all use the put operation. I want to find the specific ID which I want to update. I would get the users, I would get the user ID, and I would also get the user which I want to update. That means all the values which I want to update. So update user req.body. That means the user which I want to update, I would get that from the body. The ID of the user which I want to update, I would find that. That means I want to replace with this ID. Whatever ID I would specify, I would first of all find that specific ID here, and I would replace this data with that specific one. Okay, first of all I would find the ID here, then I would replace the data which I got from front end with that. That means I'm just updating things. So what I would do is, again I would just say that since I want to update the user, so first of all I would just find the index which I want to update. If the user's index is not is equal to 1, that means I didn't find the user which I want to update, so I would simply say user not found. But if I find the user, I would simply say in the users array I would find the specific index and I would replace it with the updated values. So for that, what I would do is I would simply say, first of all, get all the old values and also add the new values. That means suppose previously name was Harshal and now the name was Virat. So only replace the name only. Rest every field would be same. Okay, I hope you know basics of JavaScript. So I'm just saying, for example, previously I'm just saying that user with ID this is what. So you can see, suppose I'm just saying I want to update a user with ID like this. Okay, so previously if I say that previous data was this, previous data was this, okay, previous data was this. But now I've simply said that in the body, what I provided. So I have just provided, suppose, age. I just want to update the age. Okay, that means I want to make the age as 35. For which user? For the user with ID 2. So what I want is, apart from this complete data, just keep this complete data and only add the new age. That means I'm just saying keep the complete data and only add the new age, whatever you have provided in the update user field. That means this is an object which contains some key value pairs. Keep all the key value pairs and only replace the specific which I have provided here. That means at the end age would only be replaced, rest everything would be just same. Okay, so I'm just saying rest everything would be same, only age would be replaced. Okay, that's it. So you have updated the object. Now once you update the object, again you would be performing the write operation and then save the data. That means you have updated the whole array, right? Whole array. Inside this I have updated the object, but at the end the whole array is updated, right? So you would perform the write operation, then you would simply send the message user updated successfully. So now let's try to get the update. Okay, so here I'm just saying I want to update the user number 2. So I want to update the user number 2. Which method? Put method. And here I just want to make the age as, suppose, right now it's 25. So if I want to make the age as, suppose, 5. Okay, if I want to make the age as, suppose, 5. So let's see how it works. So now if I just say send, so you can see user updated. If I come here and here, you would actually see that the age I made is 5. Suppose if I make it 55, click send, and here you would see that the age is 55. Okay, so guys, I hope you understood. The fourth operation is also done. So today we performed the 4 operations. That is actually, so first we perform the read data operation, that is we are reading all the users or we are reading a specific user, that is the get method. Then we are also performing the post method, that is you want to add a new user. Then you also want to delete a user. Then you also want to update a user. So all these methods have been completed today and we are performing this on our local file. Okay, that is, it's not a actual database, but yeah, assumed to be a database. In the next video, we are going to create a similar thing using MongoDB. Okay, so we would be using MongoDB and saving data into MongoDB. Okay guys, so I hope you understood this, and